Currently, I think that patient indication for S-ICD is still a bit limited, at least the evidence for that is still limited. We know that younger patients benefit from S-ICD therapy. We know that patients with a higher risk of infection benefit from S-ICD therapy, and patients with vascular access issues. And those are also the patients that are recommended in the guidelines. But what we're missing is evidence for the larger cohort of patients, the primary and secondary prevention patients that have low ejection fraction. And the Praetorian trial, the randomized trial comparing transvenous versus S-ICD therapy, is going to give us that answer. And well, I just explained that study is almost coming to its end, and that the data is going to be analyzed at the end of this year, 2019, and that we're going to present that data at HRS 2020 next year in San Diego. Currently, the S-ICD, as we see it, is still the same S-ICD as the one that has been starting to be developed in the early 2000s, and that was introduced in 2010. So not much has changed on that technology. So I think that in the hardware of the device, there's a lot of option for improvement with multi-vector sensing, the upcoming leadless pacemaker that could apply ATP to our patients on a leadless basis, but also could reconfirm if our patient is at a high rate. So for instance, in the case of T-wave oversensing, that leadless pacemaker could avoid unnecessary therapy like inappropriate shocks based on T-wave oversensing. So I think there's a lot of room for improvement, but we're lucky to already work with what we have.